Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk to me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Well, joining me right now on the show to talk about the new film Mermaid is a guy who you have seen in so many movies and television over the years, an iconic actor, if I do say so myself. He is the one and only Mr. Robert Patrick. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining the show.
Yeah, great. Good morning to you, buddy. Thanks for having me on your show. It's a real pleasure.
Well, look, I saw the trailer for Mermaid. This is the show that we're talking about this morning. And, you know, I would have to imagine as an actor, when you get this script and you read the log line and it's a drug-addicted Florida man finds a wounded mermaid, that's enough to say I'm all in. But what was your attraction to this project?
And Tyler Cornrack, who came up with it, the writer, the director, he also did the score for the movie. And once I was talking to him, and I said, you know, let me hear the soundtrack. So I had the soundtrack while I was reading the movie, and you could tell right there that this guy was a top level director. He had a vision, had a mind. A point of view that he wanted in his mind that he was going to go with the film, and it really stood out. A Florida piece, you know, these people that go down to Florida, they come from all over the country. They go down there, they become these different kind of people, and this story has such a. When you actually discover what the mermaid is. It's kind of hard to talk about, but it's not a Disney mermaid. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we're not talking about Splash here, right? Like we're talking. This.
Oh, Hannah.
It's not Daryl Hannah whatsoever. And again,
it's a bizarre one. It's so funny though, because Johnny Pemberton, he's such a gifted actor. He's the lead, and Johnny and I've worked together twice before, and he's just terrific. He's perfect for this role. And but he's so enamored with this mermaid, and it's a love story. It's really crazy, man.
Well, I mean, that to me, like, I think when there's a writer and director, and I didn't know that he did the score as well. I mean, this is a guy who spent years really thinking this movie through and really wanted to try to figure out how to find the most effective story that he could possibly tell. And like, from what I can see from the trailer, this kind of bends the genres. There's not really a box that you can put it in. And I think that that's a really fun place that we're at with movies and film, where things are so original and a director can really get his voice through.
You know, that's a perfect way to describe it, because, you know, I hear when I go out, you know, people saying there's no original ideas in Hollywood, and they're not making anything that's interesting and bringing people to the theaters anymore. And this proves that wrong. There are a lot of interesting stories being made. And this just doesn't happen to have a huge studio behind it, but it's a wonderful independent movie, and it's a brand new, you know, refreshing new story idea, and hopefully people will be attracted to it. It's not your run of the mill movie. It's funny. Um, there's a lot of cool things about it.
Well, and you've obviously seen the ebbs and flows of the film and entertainment industry over the years. And I think that we were just going through a period where it was all, hey, we need an established IP, we need a Marvel, we need a DC, which is great. And I love those movies. But, I think we just kind of sometimes go in seasons, or we're going to do remakes. And I feel like we're turning the corner. Even you see what Project Hail Mary, the movie that came out with Ryan Gosling last week, has been the highest grossing one of the year so far. And that's not a superhero film. It's not a big IP. So I think there is always going to be a space for original ideas.
So, I love Ryan. I was on the Gangster Squad movie maybe about years ago. But Ryan is a great guy, and he's very astute, because he said, it's not about we got to have our fans going back to the theater to watch movies. We got to make movies that are interesting and that bring people back to the theater. And he's so right. I'm so happy to hear Hail Mary is doing so well, because I want to see it. Ryan's a huge movie star. He's a great talent. I hope the movie just is so huge for him and everybody involved with it. And it's a unique idea, and that's the kind of movies we got to make in Hollywood.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why The Mermaid, again, out April 8th is going to fall right into that kind of a lineup, because it's just, again, bringing that originality back, but also working with interesting ideas and having fun. And, you talked about working with Ryan Gosling. One of the guys who I think you have great chemistry with, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's John Cena. I remember going to the theater to see The Marine, and then you and John appear on one of my favorite television shows of all time, Psych, working together again, and then you fast forward all the way to Peacemaker. Y'all have such a great chemistry together.
I love John. He's a great guy. He lives down in Florida too, by the way. He's somewhere down there.
I think he's in Tampa or something. Yeah.
And we filmed this in St. Pete. So this was a movie made in St. Pete. And but Johnny's a great guy. I worked with him on his first movie, and to see how he's grown. And I'm talking about John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
To see how he's grown as an actor is amazing. And the 20 plus years he's had his career. So working with Johnny Pemberton was equally satisfying for me, because Johnny's a very unique actor himself. We had done a movie earlier where he had a smaller part called Tone Deaf. And that was the first time I met John. And then to work with him on this, it's just been fantastic. And I'm really excited for him and what he's done. He's on, if you watch Fallout.
Yes.
He's the nerdy kind of guy on Fallout. So he's fantastic in this, and I think people are going to really love him.
I feel like with whether it be this project or you're just on Tulsa King or Peacemaker or any of the movies or television shows that you've done, and I mean this truly, you have such a great selector for these projects. Every time I see you pop up in something, it's something that I always find myself really invested in. And I don't know, is it as simple as saying, well, if it's a great script, then I'm in, or is there a different method to your madness?
It's funny, especially in lieu of what happened to me yesterday. I had 3 offers come in yesterday, and one in particular I really laughed about. I'm not going to mention what it is, because I don't want to take away from the project.
Sure.
However, it's a lot of luck. It's a lot of luck. I think I think the way people view me in Hollywood is based solely on my first big movie, which is Terminator 2,
Sure.
51,000. So that baggage, it's not baggage, but it is baggage. That sort of comes with you when everything you're cast in. And people see you as, I don't know, an intense presence, authority figure, whatever. And that sort of leads the way in which I go. And I've just been lucky that I fall in with, and there are, you have to say no to a lot of things that are offered to you. And that luck, I think, is how you kind of just pick your project.
But it's nice to have offers, right? I mean, I don't know when the last time you went and had to audition for something, but I'm sure that that's a whole different muscle to work, and to be able to have the great blessing of being able to say yes and no to projects. I'm sure is a great position to be in for any actor.
No, it's the preferred way to go, but
Sure.
having said that, but I always say this, and this is true. My kids are actors. You should be willing to want to audition for anything. I mean, you're an actor, so you should embrace auditioning as a part of the business, and it's an opportunity for you to act. You get a chance to act at that moment in the audition. What's changed about the business that I don't like is the fact that it's all self-taped now.
Yeah.
And kids have to go out and do these self-tapes. They're not actually getting in the room. Getting in the room is part of the thing you hope for, because you got a chance to charm people and show them who you are in a live situation. And I would prefer it to go back to that for the young people in Hollywood trying to make it. But as far as I'm concerned, if I get a chance to audition, if something comes up and it's presented to me, I'll do it. But it doesn't really happen that often, so I'll take the offer.
Yeah, and you know what? You are right about the self-tape thing, because getting able to be in the room. Sometimes you might not nail the audition, but all the filmmakers go, you know what? I like Robert. I can see myself working with him for 3 months. And that's a whole different element to it.
Exactly, you're exactly right, because it's really how you conduct yourself and what you're going to be like on the set, and you have to have you get a reputation, and that's reputation. You hope it's something that want to make people want to hire you, obviously. But that's what so many people are thinking about. Yeah, he's great, but he's a pain in the ass. Well, that's not cool. It's kind of like, I don't think we want to endure that. Life's too short. And I know people that have suffered because of that. It's much better to have a reputation that attracts people to you, not repels them.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have a reputation of having a great selection for great projects, and Mermaid is going to be added to that list. Again, it's out April the 8th. I could talk to you all day, Mr. Patrick, but I do appreciate your time this morning. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much. And listen, everybody, you're going to love this Mermaid. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. It's certainly something Hollywood doesn't normally make. So take a look at it. It's really a great film, and you have a lot of fun. And thank you, sir.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it.